Hello, everybody, and welcome to Comics News today for the 2nd of March. Whew, boy, time is certainly flying, and hopefully everyone's doing really well, and we don't have any Corona-chans in the chat, but if you do, get well as soon as you can. But other than that, we're very happy to have you guys here, and as usual, please check out our links down below, particularly our ones to Fanspeak and the Twitter. We'd love to have anybody who wants to come up in here and have a chat to do so. We are live streamers, and we'd be happy to have you join in the sounding that's going on here from time to time. But of course, being live streamers, we'd really appreciate if you hit that share button, let your family and friends and extended community know what's going on so they come over here and join us. Of course, hit that subscribe button and like as well. That's certainly appreciated. Although, I don't know, last show I did, TFT on Sunday, which was fun. We had a good time talking about the governmental black projects, and the YouTube actually put the notification out immediately. It's usually a good 30 minutes or an hour late, so I was pretty happy with that
Man,
booster. It was pretty cool. And of course,
Oh, well, what's this about the coronas?
no, nothing at all. Although I hear you have a Corona person in New Zealand. Luckily, he's on the southern
Yeah,
island
that's
and
the
not
one.
on the northern island. Yeah.
My corona.
Mhm.
Corona, bum,
You've been
ba-da,
waiting how
bum.
long to do that?
Oh, my whole life.
Yeah, right. Oh, anyway, how's it going,
Yeah.
You
Booster?
forgot the
How's it?
my Corona.
That's right. So
Oh,
how's
my
it doing
apologies. I'll
down
be
there in
better.
New Zealand land there, Booster?
It's okay, I just sleep in till 2 p.m. because I stay up all night weighing tomatoes, and then I
Mhm,
wake up and do this. That's a lie. I woke up. I did Dillard's show on Script Battle.
mhm,
I did some beautiful drawings. I really put out all the stuff to make sure people could guess what I'm drawing.
mhm, mhm.
No one got the risky business one, but that's okay. That's their fault, not mine.
It's their fault, not yours. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Actually, the
No,
Screw
yeah,
Battle
man.
thing
Yeah.
sounds like a lot of fun, and it sounds like
It actually is.
Pixel.
It is good fun. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it sounds like Pixel set up some kind of. We're doing like a Screw Battle on a Drone a Quarter one night, so that should
Oh,
be interesting. Yeah, looking
that
forward
sounds
to
like a
that.
disaster. Let's see.
Yeah, well, hey, again, we'll check it out. It sounds like fun to me. But anyway, thank
Mhm.
you very much for being here, Booster. We're also joined by Todd Mulrooney himself, the man, the myth, the legend. Hi, dude.
hey, what's going on? Hey, I got a question for you. All
Uh-huh.
this Corona stuff.
Mhm.
What do you hear in there that we may not be hearing here?
I'm hearing that the over here we get a ton of news all day long because that's the only thing they can talk about. The death toll and the infection toll in China is way higher than they're letting on, but everybody knows that. I think the big thing is going to come out of that we know here is China has literally welded and boarded up people in their homes, lots of them. So after it's all done, we'll get some. We won't get direct information, but we'll get a bunch of information that a bunch of people who died simply from starvation. We have videos and stuff on the news of people sitting up in their apartment buildings crying out for help and no one doing anything because they can't. Right, because you got cops walking the street with guns. So yeah, China's a freaking nightmare. And I say the rest of the information is you guys could attain if you went looking for it. I think in general America really doesn't talk about it, whereas Japan covers everything that is coverable.
Chrono-Chan
Huh.
is trying to protect Hong Kong.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, well, of course, the Western media is all on China's side. They're all paid off. It's quite disgusting, actually. But anyway, we're not here to talk about coronavirus, Todd.
No, I just wanted to ask one question.
Corona-Chan, not Corona.
That's right, Corona Chan. I'm going to stick with it. You're right. You're right. But anyway, Todd, very happy to have you here. Of course, we have Slick Jimmy with us as well. Now, he is currently running around Walmart, so I'm not sure if he can respond to us. Slick Jimmy, on location, reporter, sir. Can you talk?
Can we
Hi,
see
how
the
are you
cheeses?
today?
I'm
I'm at Walmart and I just purchased some food. It's great.
You're a Walmart.
And you said we didn't have any water, so we're all going to die of dehydration.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, I mean it's either
Sucks
toilet
for you,
paper or
nerd.
water or something. Yeah, right. Everyone's like going
Yeah.
crazy and buying
Where's
stuff.
the
It's like,
cheese?
well, I mean, is the water supply gonna shut off? I mean,
Yeah.
really? Is that the
Well,
worry?
I think these people are it's just stupid because, I mean, like, most water treatment plants will be fine. Around here, we got plenty of water sources up in the mountains. It's not going to go away. I don't know about out in the flatland where, you just got a water tower or something, but, I think people are just over excited.
They are, and even in the worst case scenario in the West, we're kind of looking at 2-3% potential fatality, and that's certainly not going to be enough to drop the water supply or power supply. But people do what
No,
people do.
it'll be bad, but it won't be like
Yeah.
it's not gonna be like the Spanish flu.
Well, actually, this is far more infectious than the Spanish flu and more deadly as well. But that was simply a thing of its time. But I don't think I think the West has kind of got the thing under control, particularly America. We'll see. It seems like we can't get away from the Corona, John. But nevertheless, we just had a Pixel jump in here. Damn it, we got a full boat. What's up, Pixel?
Think you can just sneak in here, Pixel? You think you can just sneak in here? Huh?
Yeah.
Get it called out, boy.
Boy.
How you
What's
doing,
up?
man? How you doing?
I'm just sitting here monitoring my Walmart, making sure I don't run out of water. Like you
There
guys.
you go. That's right. Well, Slick's got it. Slick's on it too. Slick's on it too.
Thank you, Slick.
Yeah.
Well, the funny part is though. Okay, so people in the U.S. are kind of spoiled as it is. A lot of them just don't understand that you can actually drink tap water, especially if you have a filter. It's not that big a deal. So what if your water tastes like fluoride or
Right.
chlorine a little bit or something?
Right.
It's not going to kill you, but unless you're
Or
in Flint.
gasoline, just drink it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, now if you live in Flint, Michigan, or something, you may not want to
7?
drink the water. But
Yeah,
I mean, other
maybe.
than that, you're gonna be okay.
Yeah, I think so. Especially in America, it's a extremely clean water system. But it's nice. We can't get away from Corona, Sean, at all. All right, fine. But I do need to introduce the other panelist here before we come over and do what we're here to do today, which is to launch a new Indiegogo project, and I'm so excited about it, man. So let me introduce our last person now. Of course, you guys know I have to do this properly, and as usual, I kind of try to bring
we go,
you
babe.
in as a visual, like a flying in, like a helicopter coming in, or a drone to keep it
Soaring in the
contemporary,
air.
soaring in the air. Today, though, however, we're coming in low over a field. We see a bunch of trees, little
It's beautiful.
daisies and flowers blooming all over, early spring.
Smell
and,
it.
and smell it. Lying on a blanket, belly first, we see this man of rippling electrical tauntness.
A god.
A god, even. And there's a woman there, and she is massaging his lower back because he
Let's shoot it
seems to
with
be
my
having a
shotgun.
little bit of trouble, but she is kneading and toughing in, and the moans come from him.
Get in there.
Oh, yes. And then finally, with a release and a crack of lightning, he arrives and stands full frontal nude. Thundero.
Oh, that was by far the best one, and that was the best visual anybody here could ever have gotten.
Thank you.
Full frontal
That
nude
pow-
Gennaro, it's the best.
It is.
That pal was his dong hanging. That was
Yes,
that pal.
yes, that's what happens. It just
Yeah.
it's like a hammer.
That happens
It's
when he
like,
drops the
it's
hammer.
like Mjolnir, but it's way more powerful. It
Oh,
just-
damn.
Mhm.
Oh, goodness gracious. Poor Mjolnir's
Rooster, I
been
actually
kicked
have
to the
good news
curb.
for you. Since you're being a hype man lately.
Yeah.
There's an
Yeah,
job
yeah.
opening. Public Enemy just fired their longtime hype man, so you're in there.
Oh.
Bernie Sanders, that
I'm
old
perfect.
Jewish man from Vermont, broke up Public Enemy.
I can do
in.
that. I can be a hype man for Bernie. It'll be easy. I just go on, but at the 1%. What's all your money?
There you go. Boots is on
How's
top
that?
of it. All right. Well, welcome,
Red
Thundero.
light, not so bad.
So you're a fan of Loudwood Crowder as well. I love his Gilbert Godfrey version of Bernie Sanders is awesome. But all right, guys.
I
Well, we
love
got a
it,
full
yeah.
crew in here. We've had a bunch of fun already, but we're going to get into it because we're doing an actual launch today. It's been a long time since we did that. So let me come over here and say hello to the two people from the campaign we have with us. We have Dragon, and we have Flit as well. So welcome, gentlemen. Welcome to Fanspeak. And we're about to launch your book, so you need to tell the people what we're launching. So let's start with Dragon.
Hello. Okay, FPS Agent is basically the story of a kid that one day he ordered a package. The package came, and he opened the door when the delivery man delivered it. But when he opened the door, the delivery man wasn't there. And when he looked for it, he was off in the distance, so far away that he wouldn't believe that you could make it that far.
Okay.
And so he tried to figure out this mystery. I'm getting deeper and deeper from that as to what's going on.
So something mysterious and, dare I say, supernatural may be taking place.
Maybe supernatural. Maybe
Maybe.
scientific.
You guys know I love
Maybe
supernatural stuff.
scientifically supernatural.
Oh, that's even better, right? Are we going to go the Isaac Asimov? Maybe we could do that. We could do that. Anyway,
Maybe.
so now Dragon is going to launch the actual project right here, right now, sir. So let's have I'm going to do a drum roll, and Booster's going to do a countdown. You ready? So Booster, you're going to do countdown. I'm going to do drum roll. You ready?
Oh,
Okay.
it's exciting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Damn it!
That was epic.
There he
Oh,
is.
I have read the
There's
rules.
another load. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
And it is
Hey, there it is. Your project is live. Sweet, dude. All right.
So anticlimactic. Holy shit.
Nah, it's pretty
We're
cool,
amazing
man.
here. We have we're very proud of it.
We
So,
absolutely
also,
are.
this
Go
project
ahead.
is actually 3 projects together. It's FPS Agent, which is 20 pages. It's 21 pages of the Veil War or Tyrna or whatever you want to call it. That's going to be in the back of the book, and then it's also Sunbreaker. What?
All right. Well,
You got a backer.
it's not. You got a backer. There
Yay.
you go. It's not showing to me though, for some reason. Maybe I need to redo it, but let me do it on the other side here. All right. So tell us about the 3 separate
It usually
things.
takes a couple of minutes when you press the button.
Right.
So
Well, someone else got on there and put a project on. Why can't I get on? It's racism. I live in Japan. That's what it is. Go ahead. Tell us about the 3 separate stories. So it's a bit of an anthology.
Yeah, it's a bit of an anthology, and that's kind of what it's going to evolve into in the future. Again, FPS Agent is the main one currently, and we're going to keep on pushing that. By the time this one, if this one funds and it gets made, it should be out in your hands by September. And when it gets to you, it will also be time to launch the second campaign.
Nice.
So it'll be the next story, and it will also have the second part of the Veil War, which we have enough pages to keep on doing that, and that'll run for about 3 issues, just like that. And then there'll be space opening up after that point.
I'll say that again. Space what?
There'll be space opening up because we won't have any more pages with that, and I'm gonna decide whether I want to continue that or do something else.
Oh, cool. Well, why don't you go ahead and scroll down the page so we can see some of the art, because it's not coming up for me. It's still showing the newsletter page. But it looks very anime-esque. Now, we also have Flit with us, and we want to get him in here as well. So, Flit, you're doing one of the 3 stories that are in this overarching story. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your involvement here? I like the art. That's very Pokemon-esque, huh, there, Booster? Looks good, dude. Looks like Ash.
It's very cute.
Yes. And as far as Flit Sunbreaker, what ended up happening is because of the page count, I wanted to make sure that it's 48 pages. Had 7 pages left over. Can't just throw in stupid stuff. I mean, I could, but
Marvel does it.
So I asked Flit after I saw his character designs. I was like, "Those are awesome. Surely he's able to produce something cool." So I asked him if he'd be willing to do this. And depending on how it goes, maybe he'll put out more of the story. So why don't you take it away, Flit?
Well, actually, the question I have for both of you, before you get into telling us what Sunbreaker is, because I want you to explain what this is. By looking at the art, tell us who the artist is first, because this is really cool looking anime art. If now it depends on whether you're a fan of that, I suppose, but it's really solid art, Booster, don't you think?
It's by Flit, but I guess it's okay.
Well, yeah, but you're you're the resident weeb, so.
The FPS Agent the art is done by JL Ruin. I saw him on from Drawn and Quartered. He's on the draw alongs. I saw his Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb
Oh yeah.
fan art. And I was like, dude, that is so awesome. And so I approached him, and he said, "Yeah." And I was like, "Whoa, really?" Because, as some of you know, I'm broke and don't have money to pay for an artist. So I'm like, hey, "Here's the deal that I can present you with. What do you think?" And he's just like, "Yes." He's like, "I'm a bit busy, but let's go. Let's try this."
Is that a Niobe poster on the wall there?
Yep.
That looks like it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm digging the art, dude. So you got two artists. Flit's doing some art too, from what I understood from the conversation in the pre-show. So we got two different artists, and I'm liking the look of the art. Now the thing that's down there from Sunbreaker, that's you, Flit, right? That's your stuff.
That is correct.
All right.
Mhm.
So tell us a little bit about Sunbreaker, because FPS Agent sounds like it's there's some kind of supernatural, and of course the words Veil Wars, some kind of supernatural postman, and we see him running. So how does Sunbreaker come into this overall FPS Agent story?
Well, it's what do you mean? It's not like a part of Durakan's universe, if that's what you're
So
getting
it's a
at. It's its
completely
own
separate thing.
separate
So
thing. Yeah.
this is not an anthology. Okay. So it's completely separate. So the Veil Wars, Sunbreaker, and FPS Agent are three separate stories that are all put into one book. What's the page count, Dragon?
It's 46 pages of sequential art, and one page is going to be probably the artwork that I'm having done, the print by Matt Weldon.
Hmm.
That's going to be Tula, Sieg. Sieg is the main character of FPS Agent. Tula is the Sunbreaker character you're seeing on screen.
Hmm.
And Old Man Lone Star is going to be the third character in that print.
Okay. All right.
It
So
looks like Sunbreaker takes place in the Shire, and some of grown a little bit.
it is very anime fantasy look. It does have that. But so you're telling me that all three stories encompass 46 pages.
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. Please, Flit, continue. Tell us about your
Well,
story.
There's going to be 20 pages of FPS Agent, 21 pages of Veil War, and 5 pages of Sunbreaker. Just to be clear.
Okay, so Sunbreaker is really just kind of a tease.
Ooh, real tease. I like that.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for Flit to tell me what Sunbreaker is, though.
I am just sitting back patiently, letting everyone talk.
Okay, the floor is yours.
Because that's kind of how I prefer it.
The floor is yours. Go ahead.
All right. I don't know how deep you want me to get into the story or anything, but as I had said in the pre-show, generally the concept is that it's sort of an adventure comedy with a little slice of life mixed in. It's set in I guess you'd call it a medieval style fantasy world. It basically follows these two friends, a boy named Remshard and a girl named Tula, and you just sort of like see the shenanigans they get into. It's not serious, it's not heavy, it's just sort of a lighthearted, sort of a feel-good type of thing. Mm-hmm. Because this is only a 5-page story, I had to try to come up with something that would just be sort of could serve as a one shot, but could also potentially expand into something broader if it continued on. So what I'm doing in this little snippet is you're basically seeing one of their secret training sessions.
Okay.
And as often happens at the end of these training sessions, it usually ends up in a disaster, and this particular one is no exception. But I'm kind of hoping that it'll end up in a humorous way. So like it'll be a funny disaster, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, that's interesting. All right, so it's kind of like a small introduction to your character. Dragon, the FPS agent, I get it. The person sees something weird. He goes looking to figure out what's going on, and he finds himself in a deeper magical world that he didn't know existed. I get it. Veil War. Give us a little bit on that.
Short and simple of it is that this girl is caught up in a civil war type situation that happens. Her parents get killed, and when she goes out to when she runs away from it, she gets transported to the magical fairy realm.
Hmm.
She learns magic. She grows up, and she comes back to our world, and she's like, you know what? I saw the wars that happened, and I saw the petty wars on the fairy realms. I want to bring peace to the world,
Okay. All right. So,
and that
so
can go good or bad.
Of course, of course. Now, so why, seeing as there are three very distinct stories in this book, why are you calling it FPS Agent then?
Oh well, it was. I don't think it's a good thing to change it because I've been advertising at FPS
Oh,
Agent.
and you added. Oh, okay, okay. I get you.
Yeah,
I get
I
you.
will be if this goes on for several issues, as I hope it does, and we expand, then it will be changing its name
Mhm.
to something else.
Oh, that's
Having
cool. No,
quite figured that one
I
out yet.
understand what you're doing. Yeah, it's a marketing thing. I can't. It's not loading the page for me. So if you could do us a favor and scroll up and down this page. Why don't you keep scrolling
It's
down to the
Kickstarter.
bottom for us, please? Because
Yes.
we're only.
Go to
Scroll
Kickstarter.
down.
You went to Indiegogo.
Yes. So it's on.
You
Oh,
tried Indiegogo. Yeah, it's on Kickstarter, not Indiegogo.
all right. So that there was one. There is one right here on Indiegogo. Okay.
Okay, that will explain is that this will run for 30 days on Kickstarter. When it's over on Kickstarter, we'll move over to Indiegogo.
Oh, well, thank you. There you go. Should have explained that to me in the beginning. God.
Your fault. You didn't. You just assumed it was on Indiegogo.
All right. It's fine.
But yeah, this
there
hopefully
we go.
is the
All
start
right.
of something like Shonen Jump.
Oh, I
where
see. Yeah. Well, that's cool.
starting off small, one or two stories, and hopefully it'll grow bigger.
So,
And likewise,
There's
I
been
don't
a lot
know
of sexual references, actually. It's kind of weird.
if Flit wants to do it, he's more than welcome to keep on with his story. So whatever space we have is it'll just keep on expanding, especially if with that third issue the page count is going for the Veil War is going to be shorter.
Mhm.
So then we'll see it more room expanding for that. But that's in the future, about a year, 2 years later. So
Yeah, I'm looking at some of this art here. This must be Veil War stuff, I guess.
yep.
Yeah, with banner. This is pretty nice looking, guys.
that's some really good watch.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to get down to that. Yeah, that was really
Yeah.
good, really well detailed.
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff.
Yeah,
The problem is it's a bit your page layout is a little confusing to me because we have Sunbreaker concept art Sunbreaker here, but then we have concepts sketches Tirna preview, this down here I'm guessing is Veil War stuff.
at the bottom, yes.
Yeah, but you need to have a big old huge banner up there that says Veil War, Sunbreaker, FPS Agent. It needs to be very, very separated, dude. Because I have no clue this is Veil War at all. It doesn't tell me
All right,
any.
I'll separate that.
It doesn't tell me that. It looks great though. I love the look of it. It's awesome. It actually reminds me a little bit of that. Todd, help me out. What was that book that came out recently? In the past 10 years, and hardly any dialogue at all. Just ridiculous art. It's called like Rage or something like that. The Chronicles of Rage, something like that. Kind of reminds me of that a little bit. It's pretty good. And who's this? Who's this artist again, Dragon?
For the Veil War / Tirna. Actually, it's Tirna the Veil War, but the moment because it's like a prologue of what's supposed to be coming next on there. So, but the artist for that is the first 16 pages are done by an artist named Gilo Burbano. No idea what happened to him in the last 10 years. Apparently, he quit after doing the 16 pages because he couldn't get a scanner or something.
Huh.
So, after that, the next artist that picked it up is a guy named Fernando Melick. And Fernando Melick is, if you scroll down to that goblin, that goblin and all that type of stuff, that was done by him. And he worked on Warhammer comics.
I see. All right, so pretty good art.
You're a fan
All
of Warhammer, he did some of those comics.
So you basically just kind of amassed some lost stuff and put it together in a project, is what it sounds like to me.
Well, it was all written. It was all written. The art was done. Well, the line art was done up until a certain point. Our plan was to send it to submit it to Image and see if we could do it. And my funds ran out at that time, so it never got to that stage. And I was like, "You guys want to go ahead and do it as per our contract? Go ahead and do it. See if you can do it." And the main writer of that just never went ahead with it. So it all comes back to me. So.
I see. Yeah, well, that's cool though. Keeping stuff alive is very nice. Now, what I'm going to do is come over here and say hello to the chat and see what they have to say, any questions they might have. But while I'm doing that, you guys have any questions for Dragon and Flit regarding this project?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah, I have the exact same question.
That's perfect.
That's a great question.
That's
He's a
very
superpower.
detailed.
Hold on.
Yeah, you have to start from the beginning. You wrote it out at the exact perfect moment to the point that people are probably going to blame me for doing it. Yeah, so go ahead.
Well, it looks like you said he's superpowered, but he gets away in a truck. Is this like a Knight Rider truck? Is the truck superpowered, or is the guy superpowered?
No,
the guy is superpowered.
He needs the truck to hold his shit that he's delivering.
Yeah.
But he looks like. But if he gets away so fast, so it reads as if
he can't carry all of it, Todd. Can he?
I'm trying to
He's a super speed, not super strength.
Here we go.
I see what Todd's very poorly saying because his internet is having a spasm. It does look, you could read it that way, that the truck, he runs into the truck and then it goes super fast too. But I think it's pretty clear. I think if you see more of it, it would make more sense that he's just driving away really fast. He's not super fast in the truck too. He just super fast went to the truck.
Yeah.
What we might change it to the truck is also super fast because his powers are sort of that adaptable in that way.
Oh, okay.
So, like, it's not completely 100% like what we're going to do with the power, but his power generally is speed. So he might be able to affect that type of stuff too.
Oh, awesome. So a person who can affect movement or kinetic control. That's interesting. So anybody else got questions for him before I start getting into the chat?
I have a serious question.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is your main character's last name Hale?
No. It is Sieg Schreiber. Or Schreiber.
You lost my backing.
Hale, I get it. Okay.
It's a reference to Siegfried, and it means victorious rider.
Yeah, it's not actually Hale, it's Heil. Just so you know, it's Sig Heil.
Yeah.
Heil.
Yeah. I disavow Booster.
And it's not Sig, it's Zig.
I disavow me as well. That's a good idea. I would disavow me as well.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah. Anybody else got questions? Okay, so everyone here is hailing Raven, of course. So very happy to have the Raven amongst us. Of course, I've been postulating for a long time that the Pope Raven is a very old man living in Australia. But obviously, I'm wrong because you sound like a youngish man living in America. Damn it!
That's Flit isn't Pope Raven.
Oh shit! Fine. All right.
That's a totally different dude.
Fine.
But your original guess was actually correct.
I thought so. Yeah, I thought so. It was like some pervy dude in Australia. All right, but anyway, over in your chat, we got Roger, we got Joshua, we got Flit, of course, Flying Saucer, Marsupial Gamer, awesome name, and everyone's saying hi to everybody, especially the Flit, and he's all embarrassed. It's cute. Eric Hawkins is in here. He says, "Is it's Booster, the Scribattle Man?" It is. Wow, you're really out of it today. Massachusetts under Corona Sean is kicking Massachusetts' ass, man. That's what's going
man.
on. All right.
Todd, just go back to sitting there and breathing for a while.
Yeah, I know. Marsupial Gamer says his Tron drawings was epic. Sweet. Marsupial continues saying it's Eric Hawkins tonight's a big winner. Guess he won Scribattle. Congratulations to you, sir. Slick is hoarding. Yes, he is. He most certainly is, Nick. Just drink from the hose like a dog. That's right, Marsupial. We used to do it all the time.
Yes, my precious, yes.
Oh, God. How many pallets of toilet paper did you buy, Slick?
I didn't buy a pile of toilet paper. I just bought the regular one. I needed toilet paper today, so I got a regular package.
You did.
Hope that's okay.
That's good. 12-pack, 4-pack, 2-pack.
12-pack. I mean, it's cost effective.
It is cost effective. You're right. We got Fly Fox Pro in here. He says, "Hola." Well, hola to you. We have tap water. What are you, some sort of savage? Dude, I got great tap water where I live. Flit is in here talking in the chat instead of saying it here, but he says, "I have come to chew bubble gum and roast a booster, and I'm all out of gum." All right.
Well, Flit, I'm waiting. Anytime you're ready.
Anytime. Okay, next thing you will start saying, kids used to drink water out of hoses. We did used to drink waters out of hoses.
I still drink water out of a hose if I can get my hands on the hose.
I drink water out of the hose, out of the tap. I drink water. We got good water here. It's not like okay. I don't know. Back east, maybe the pipes are like 300 years old.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's the only problem. Marsupial Gamer says, "Sorry, but I never want to see that guy nude again." Oh, you got a little story between you and Thundero, huh? That sounds interesting. Let me see here. Oh, that's why I couldn't find it. It's on Kickstarter. Yeah, see, he confused me too. Looks like ass. Wah, the heel chester. Oh, you said Ash. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, Ash from Pokemon.
If you go on Indiegogo and look for it, there is a page on there, but it's for coming up. You can still sign up for the mail list. So.
All right, there you go. Flit said it was an ironic name because it's her name is Tula the Sunbreaker. Interesting. What are those two guys called? Is the chubby guy a blacksmith or something? Probably. Or a bartender, tavern keep, maybe. You want to answer that? Guess not.
Tabernacle.
Game on Throne. Very nice. Very nice.
Tabernacle is Slick Jimmy's cat.
Okay, fine. I don't know where the hell you guys are going with this. But anyway, so we got ourselves a very cool looking project. And I'm just curious if there's anything else you guys would like to add. We are going to do a little bit of news. We're going to come back and look at the perks at the end of the show like we always do. But you got anything you want to add real quick, Flit?
What would you like to know?
I don't know. It's not about what I need to know. It's what
how
about
how
they
are you
need to
doing?
know.
Look, Chester, like this is like I said, this is my first time doing this. So
Yeah, okay. I get you. Okay, I get you. All right. So tell us, how did you come to get involved in the project? How did you come to the point where, hey, I got a story, I got some art, and I want to put it in a book? How did that happen?
Well, like I do drawing streams every Sunday on D Live, and I when I complete something, I'll just post it on Twitter. And Durkin just happened to DM me out of the blue and say, "Hey, I like your pirate girl drawing. I liked your goblin girl drawing. I've got this project coming up, and I need some extra pages. Would you be interested in doing a like a little 5-page mini story for it?" And he explained to me just the general concept that he was looking for. And so I'm like, oh yeah, sure, why not? And so after some discussions, it sort of came together and went from there.
That's cool. Now, is this a character you've been thinking about for a while, or did you create it on the spot when he mentioned it?
No, this is something I just came up with on the spot. The characters, the story, and everything. It just it initially started as something else, but I decided I didn't want to tie it to this other world. So I just decided to create something separate,
I see.
if that makes sense.
It does. And have you ever created any kind of stories before? How did this come out of nowhere for you? I mean, have you you're like a DM with some kind of role playing game, or have you written a bunch of stories before? I mean, what's the deal with that?
Not really. I have a lot of just sort of fragments of ideas that just bits and pieces of stuff, little worlds, mechanics within these worlds, political systems within these worlds. And so this was just sort of like a natural evolution of that. It just like Durrican, like me agreeing to do this was sort of a kick in the butt to say, okay, now you've got all this stuff. Now it's time to do something with all this stuff. And so it just sort of evolved from these little fragments of ideas.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and all the stuff that he told me about it, like his idea, I was like, I have no idea what's going on with this, but I like the art, so let's see what happens. The worst that can happen is that there's 5 pages of really good art.
Well,
but then
I appreciate the vote of confidence there, Durrican.
Yeah, I know. That's
then you also-
we gotta have to coach up Dragon here and teach him how to do this stuff, man. That's not how you respond, brother.
You were you put out the story details, like you told me the story detail. I'm like, that's kind of cool. I like those ideas.
Just
So
for future reference, though,
Kind
Dragon,
of
when you will
cool.
say, "Yeah, it was awesome and epic, and I had to have it in the book," that's kind of what you need to do. You got to like that.
There you go.
well, I
Yeah.
am saying that. I'm just saying.
Clint Amrad is the best artist that I've ever seen. When I saw his pages, they just bleeped off. They leaped right at me, and I wanted to read more. And so I've contracted him to do 25 more pages. That's how you do it.
That's right.
And then I create my pads.
Oh,
There you go.
there you
Yeah.
go. That didn't help at all.
Jimmy
Thank
is
you.
now my official hype man.
Yeah. Well, he's got the voice for it, doesn't he? All
does,
right, guys.
yeah.
I'm going to go over and we're going to take a look at a little bit of news, and then, like I said, we'll come back and we'll take a look at the perks and the show there. So let's go see what stories we want to talk about. First thing I should share here so these guys can see, and we'll go over and do that right away. So let me see. I got a few. I can't do them all. But I always put up a few extras. Now, we do have ourselves a Justice League trailer from IGN, but they'll probably flag us, but we might be able to get away with a little bit. We also have.
Justice League done.
Now, let's talk about this for a moment. Just a quick moment. Go ahead, Booster.
Manga inspired Blade Devil is tearing it up on Indiegogo past his 50K threshold on day 1.
That's right.
Fucking well done.
Yeah, no, we talked about this project a little bit before. This is from Somali, of course. He's really excited about it. We went and looked at it and was like, damn, that thing looks cool because it looks beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous looking thing. And it's popped up and day 1 made 50 grand. So it's going to be a profitable project for those guys. And therefore we'll definitely be getting a book, right? Because I mean, when it comes right down to it, you kind of need a minimum 10 grand to really get anything done. But I think 50 grand is a good safe space to get your book prepared. So congratulations to these guys, man.
There's like tentacle porn on this thing.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
And does that
the
character
Indiegogo
have
page.
heterochromia?
Yes, she does.
Ah,
Still
come
demon
on.
eye.
You gotta have it. Yeah, X-Men mentioned it. Now everyone has to talk about it. It's
Yeah.
really cool looking.
Are you guys
art.
bigoted against heterochromia?
No, definitely not.
Yes.
But
I mean,
yeah, I love the look of the art. It's very colorful. It's very bright. It's got that pop mini type of look to it, which is cool.
And there's the tentacle porn. There it is. That's
Oh, I see.
that's something.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. But the
so
interesting.
squishy.
so squishy. I thought it was
It's
kind of similar to looking to this project. The art is not dissimilar. So that's a good thing. Good combination. But congratulations to these guys, and we'll keep an eye on that as we go along. We also have this needs to be talked about, so we'll do this first. Go ahead.
James
Oh, no.
Lipton, creator and host of Inside the Actors Studio, dies at 93.
Well, you know,
Who was this?
now you don't know who James Lipton is. Pretty sad. James Lipton is a movie critic who has been around forever. I didn't even know he was even close to that old, but good on you for living that long, sir. But James Lipton, his Inside the Actor Studio shows will talk to actors and get all kind of information about their life and how they got in and how they've done along the way. And he also asks his famous questions at the end. One of which is, of course, what is your favorite swear word? But James Lipton, a very interesting guy. He's been involved in movies his entire life. A pretty cool guy. So safe journey, sir, and condolences to his family, of course. But he's quite an important fella, Booster. I guess he's just not from New Zealand, so I guess maybe you wouldn't know.
Oh, I guess I'm just not an old fuck. So, so I didn't get that. Yeah.
Thank you. Anyone else have anything they want to say about James?
No, you're not an old fuck. You're just a fuck.
Here it goes.
Yeah.
Sideways.
In his
That's
younger
like people
years,
talking down to me.
and that Booster, shut up. In his younger years, James Lipton was a pimp. That's
Shut
about
up.
all I really know about him. He ran
Okay.
escort service.
Did he? I didn't know that. I
Yeah,
didn't know that. Yeah. He's had
Other than
interesting
that, I
life.
don't really know what his claim to fame was, other than he hosted a show basically that talked to actors and directors and things.
For a very long time. He was
Yeah, for
also a
extreme-
critic, from what I understood. But I've seen
Yeah.
his show many times.
Problem I have with critics is, I mean, what is the criteria to become one? They just seem to pop up. It
Have
seems
an
like a
opinion.
cushion job.
Yeah, no, it is a win. Basically, are you entertaining? Can you write something interesting? That's all that matters. The
Yes.
problem with them is a lot of them get their head straight up their butt, and
Yes.
that's kind of the problem. But
From what I saw of him, he didn't seem to have that, though. He seemed to be
No.
pretty level-headed. When he would actually do interviews and stuff, he was fine. He was great, actually. He was.
Well, the proof
He
is
was
in the pudding.
funny. He was entertaining.
As a critic, the people in the industry did not hate him. So
Yes.
there you go.
No, and he was incredibly professional, very well spoken, almost like a newscaster when he did the old school ones, when he did the Inside the Actors Studio. But yeah, I appreciate James Lipton actually. When I saw that, I was like, oh man. But
If you haven't seen the Sylvester Stallone episode
oh, that's a good
of
one.
Inside the Actors Studio, go watch it.
Yeah.
It'll change your entire view of Stallone.
It will.
Entirely.
Yeah, that's a
You
good
realize
point.
how smart he is until you watch that interview.
Well, people forget he's the one who wrote all that early stuff, right?
Mhm.
I mean, we just think of him as this muscle-bound guy, and he found his shtick and he stuck to it. But he's actually a very good writer, screenplay writer as well. But anyway, so safe journey.
Love that show.
It is
Love
a
the
good
show Inside the Actor Studio.
Yeah, it's a good
But
show.
he's not the only person that died this week. What's his name? Something Dyson. The guy who created Dyson Sphere and did like the model of did a lot of the sci-fi stuff. Well, science stuff that sci-fi things use.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. It's not in a con.
Yeah.
It's not inside of movie entertainment, so that's why I didn't pick up on it.
You mean Freeman Dyson?
Yeah, that's him.
American physicist. Yes.
It's pronounced physicist. You heathen.
It's pronounced fuck you.
All right. That's three. That's three.
Yeah.
So you know. But anyway, so we've had some deaths, and that's kind of a normal thing that goes on. But certainly want to mention this here today. Let's see what we got. Yeah, right. Now let's see. Let's do this one, and then I'll come over and we'll look a little bit at Justice League before we go back over to the project. So Booster, go ahead.
Zac Efron out, Johnny Depp back in, Pirates of the Caribbean 6. Does anyone really care?
No.
It's great that
No.
Johnny Depp's reputation is back from the shitter, but do we really care about more Pirates movies?
No. Didn't care about the first one. But in a way, it's a little bit of justice because he was unjustly canned by Disney. But the thing is, there's a fair chance this is fake news anyway. Actually.
When was Johnny out, anyways?
Oh,
I
when
never-
the whole Amber Heard stuff came out, and then of course it came out because he had
Canceled.
videos and such that actually she was the abuser, not him. So things have taken a reversal. Disney, of course, is out, and they want to get back in by looking like they're good stewards. But I don't even think Zac Efron's the real deal anyway, because the information I'm getting from places like Midnight's Edge and such is that actually the new Pirates of the Caribbean pirate lead is a female.
Oh, it's a lady.
Yeah.
It's Keira
Is she-
Knightley
oh,
again.
That's shocking. Stunning and brave and shocking.
It's just
I
stunning and
hate
brave.
women.
Yeah, we know you do. But that's because you really, really like abs. So I think this is almost. I thought it was interesting because I think this could possibly be a double fake news. Zac Efron
Why
is
does Zac
not,
Efron look like Inigo Montoya right there?
dude. First of all, Montoya shall never be disrespected ever. Secondly, screw you for saying that.
You killed my father.
Prepare to die. One
You
of the
killed my father, man. That was real cold, yo.
Oh wow, dude, are you serious?
Wow.
You don't know the Princess Bride? My God, I swear to God, you got to get out of here,
He's
dude.
in-
And Cholo with the 6 fingers. You killed my puppy, man.
Yeah, okay, all right. Okay, you're redeemed a little. You're redeemed.
Cállate, cabrón.
Yeah,
That hurts.
it does. But Montoya is
I'm
one of the
gonna
greatest
stab your
movie
face,
characters of
Sensei.
all time, dude. Absolutely, he doesn't look anything like Zac Efron. My God, dude, that's such an insult. Like this guy looks
Come
like
on.
he's got no,
Mandy
dude.
Patinkin and Zac Efron could be brothers.
Zac Efron looks like he has Down syndrome. We haven't even
I think you're jealous.
of
It looks
Zac
like Zac
Efron.
smoked
His
something
look
really
at
bad
his
and it's in
eyes.
his truck.
Look how close they are together. Are you kidding me? I'm much more handsome
It's
than
just
him.
it's just a little inbreeding. Come on.
Yeah. Now he's got a rocking body though. Zac Efron's pretty sexy dude. I'll give him that. But this is I think nonsense news. I think the real news here is that Johnny Depp has been forgiven by Disney for not doing nothing. Thank you,
You're
Disney.
forgiven by Depp.
Papa Disney. All right, let's.
Basically.
Yeah. All right, let's come over here and watch a little bit of this trailer and see if I can't not get demon or just completely have the video shot. I'm doing it though. It's happening, Booster.
Before we hit play, no, we can't hear it in the Hangouts, but yes, the people watching can hear it.
Yes, of course. All right, here we go. All right. Okay, R-rated. Oh.
R-rated, boys. What do we got? What's that?
R-rated cartoon? Wow.
It means Constantine's gonna have an F-bomb.
Are they gonna give a booby or two? Or is it gonna be like a dark side weenie?
Well, it's definitely dark side. They got him in
hangs
full
on.
force. The art looks really good, man. Yeah. But DC kicks butt on animated. They do so well. It's such a shock that they can't handle the live action at all. It
Oh,
really
and
Those animated is
Knockout
still
in Suicide Squad Hell to Pay, Knockout does have a bit of a nip slip, so who knows, we might have some Zatanna nips.
You could.
Hello.
Yeah, they are definitely going that route because I think they understand that they kind of have to because their live action sucks. I mean, think about the best live action you've seen out of Warner Brothers, right? It's maybe Wonder Woman, and that's a very mediocre movie.
Shazam.
No. I mean, Shazam could have been, but they screwed that up. Third act in that movie absolutely dropped the ball, dude.
Nah, I liked it.
Yeah. No, if
Nah. Third act dropped the ball.
Third act killed it, man.
Nah, I liked it.
Yeah, but the good thing is,
I mean, Chester's not always right, but he's right about that.
well, thank you, Slick. Thank you. But of
yeah,
course,
but
we
animated
Don't
stuff is
you
just
back
as
him up.
broken
I
as
need,
the,
I need you to be against Chester. Oh my god.
there are two things though that are good news regarding Shazam. In Shazam 2, which is coming soonish, possibly even the end of this year, we have Rock is finally Black Adam is coming to the screen. And then next year or the year after, we're getting Black Adam's solo film. So yeah, baby.
Yeah, I like Black Adam. He's got a dumb name, but he's a great character.
Oh, he's an awesome character. I love Black Adam, dude. It's one of my favorite. So look forward to that. Anyway, let's keep watching this. Oh no, it's Jon Stewart. It's Batman.
A global war means everyone on the planet
Torture.
is at risk.
All right, well, apocalypse is upon them.
You're gullible fools. Darkseid is playing.
Boy Constantine.
Oh.
He'll be the reason I'm watching this.
I like Constantine too.
The animated stuff has been doing him, doing good by him as well.
Oh damn,
That's
he's
something
bringing out
doesn't
Swamp Thing.
focus on their magic, their magical.
Yeah, Matt Ryan is killing it as Constantine.
Yeah, no, I think so. Yeah, I like it as well. But they're bringing Swamp Thing into play, so it's it's getting serious.
I thought he was killed off in Justice League Dark. I guess he can't be killed or something.
Well, you
Who is
can't.
that? With the
That's
green eye?
Vandal Savage.
That's another one they need to bring in. If they're gonna,
Vandal Savage is a badass.
Yeah, he is.
if they're going to keep this darker tone to the Joker movies, I really hope the Batman movie is they can bring in guys like
Just
this.
do it.
Like, if they make it
Vandal Savage is such an underutilized villain. He's one of DC's best, and it's wasted half the time.
Quit.
He was in Legends.
Doesn't quit.
Like I said, wasted.
It looks all right. I don't know. I'm not sold on it. I watched the trailer while you had a pause there.
Mhm.
It didn't grab me. But then again, most of the characters besides Constantine that are going to be leading that don't grab me. So
Yeah.
If it's gonna
Well, I
be rated R, there needs to be boobs. That's all I have to say.
I don't know if they'll go that far, Slick. I mean, that's a hard push.
Then why rated R? Is it just violence?
Hell to
They
Pay
said-
had boobs, and I'm guessing it's going to have an F-bomb slip from Constantine, like
Almost
they
certainly.
did with Constantine City of Demons. And yeah, if you guys paying attention, this is like a build-up of every single DC animated universe movie that from like the past 10 or so years, ever
Yeah.
since they did Justice League War.
That's
It is
what
a-
it looks like.
This is a massive. They've got the Justice League versus Teen Titans cast. They got the Justice League Dark cast. It's all coming together, baby.
Yeah, no, I think it looks cool. But
Like they're doing the proper build-up method that they should have been doing in their live-action stuff. They've been doing it in the animated stuff for years now.
right, yeah. No, the Justice League movie should have been the Justice League animated movie. Is what they should have done. But what was that one where they had the Atlanteans and the Amazonians fighting? It was in the past,
Flashpoint
10 years.
Paradox.
Yeah, and they were just brutally killing each other, dude.
Yeah.
So the
that
violence
was
is
such a killer.
serious. Yeah, it was very
I
good.
love Flashpoint Paradox.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm on board. I like them. They do a good job with them, dude. My kids love these movies too.
For me, this is my MCU, right? This is the stuff I love, is the DC animated movies.
Yeah,
Yep.
If I gave more of a crap about DC, I'd be interested in this.
And another thing, that's it. I'm going to move over and we're going to finish the show up. But another point to make with what Booster said is that Wonder Woman is done way better in the animated series than she did in that damn movie. I mean,
How so? Explain.
Well, first of all, she's true to character. She's on model. Her attitude is proper because the Gal Gadot. I don't have any problem with Gal. I think she's done far better than I expected her to do. So claps.
She's pretty.
And she's pretty. But she is a very almost robotic-like type of character. Now that's probably a lack of acting ability. I'm guessing. But she doesn't emote well. She's very static, and they played that off. That's why they had the lead guy in there, which is why they brought him in the second movie, because they desperately need him to play off of her, right? But in the animated series, the animation with the acting of whoever the voice actress is, it's Wonder Woman, dude. It's as she should
That's
be.
Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, but
She
it's
does a very
really
good job as
badass.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Wonder Woman's
Yeah.
awesome, as she should be. Anyway. I'm definitely
That
gonna check
TV
it out.
show was really good, though. The Wonder Woman TV show that they were trying to launch but failed was really good.
Oh, that one.
What
Yeah, I don't know why that failed. I mean, the costume was a bit wonky, but give them a few episodes. Yeah, I agree.
Really? No one's gonna say I'm stupid with that one, huh?
Well, because it didn't look horrible. It looked okay.
Yeah.
I
No,
didn't
it
know
didn't.
about it.
I think they just the main thing that killed them was the outfit looked pretty bad and the actress was weak, I think.
Yeah, they needed a couple episodes for that, and they
Yeah.
needed a little bit gearing of what they were doing with visually,
Yeah.
but it looked okay.
I thought so. Yeah, but it's not. That's a dead thing. Anyway, let's come back over
Oh,
to the page and take a look at our perks. We'll end the show out with that. Once again, liking the art, looks fun. I really digging on the Ash character here. It's pretty cool. Let's come
Her
up to the top.
boobs look weird.
Yeah, well, it's an anime character. What do you want?
No, I'm
He also
talking about
kind
the
of reminds
Wonder
me
Woman.
of Huey from the Boondocks.
Okay.
Well, one of
Let's
the things
see.
that I told Leo is that we need a character following that type of thing with anime is like you need characters with distinctive hair. So one of the things we did is design like a hairstyle that is a little bit distinctive. So
Yeah, my first thought was Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho, but
Or Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, that's very anime hair. The Goblin's got hair too. But anyway, we see for $10 is a digital version, which is good that you guys are charging a little bit of money for that. I think people tend to undercharge for digital, so I think 10's a good fair price for that. Down here in $20, we are getting the actual cost of the book. So for $20, you're getting 46 pages. You said
46 content pages and then 2 extra pages. Probably a thank you page and a Matt Weldon print page is going to be in the book.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be in the book, and then the art print, if you go down, it will. That's what that's going to be. So
Yeah, that's not a bad price. How did you come on the $20 instead of the standard 25? How did you come to that decision?
well, the standard 25 is with signature.
Is with the signature. I see.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. No, that's
So it's
awesome.
standard pricing. So
All right, there you go. Now, shipping, of course, is handled by the buyer, correct?
the shipping is handled by the buyer.
Yeah.
It's as close as I can get it to what it should be like for in for whatever place that it's going to. I tried to get it as close as I can possibly get it to what would be reasonable. So,
Mhm. Yeah. Well.
and
Yeah.
anything in America is like $6, and it'll go up in weight by different things. I think the 2 is still in the $6 range, and then the 5 is in the $12 range or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit over. So
Yeah, well, no, shipping's ridiculously expensive, particularly for us over here in Asia and Oceanus. But we've kind of got accustomed to it, I suppose. The shocking thing is Canada, just to your northern border, has ridiculously high shipping. And I'm kind
oh
of
yeah,
wondering with that new U.S. MCA that Trump put together, I'm kind of wondering if he's kind of solved that solution, that situation.
don't know on the shipping calculators and everything.
Yeah.
You put in the information for different provinces and different places in Canada, you'll get wildly different
I see.
prices. So one place is like $60, and another place is like 30, and another place is like 10. So
Yeah,
it's like I don't know what to charge Canada. I'm not going to change it, but it's a crapshoot with them.
it is, and I think that's part of the things that they were trying to clean up. But anyway, shipping is what it is, and you know what yours is in your area, so we have to just deal with it. $30, you're getting the book, and you're also getting a print. Can you tell us a little bit about that print, please?
Oh yeah, that's going to be drawn by Matt Weldon, and I will probably be coloring it. Not positive on that. If I see someone that's a better colorist and I can afford it, then I'll hire the colorist to do it. But it probably be me that's coloring it. It will have Sieg on it. It'll have Tula from Sunbreaker, and it'll have Old Man Lone Star, which you'll not get that version anywhere else, as far as I know.
Now, how'd you work that out with Mike?
Oh, I just asked him.
Oh, okay. You
I'm
say
like,
no.
look, I have this. This is gonna happen. So will you accept it? And he's like, yeah, that sounds cool. It's okay. Go ahead, do it. And what happens in the book I was actually surprised that he was like, "Yeah, go ahead." And Leo, when he heard that, I'm like, "Yeah," he said, "Okay." He's like, "Are you sure?" Like, "Yeah, whatever. It's good. If you want to draw it, and then we'll show him again and make sure 100% on it.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, we'll go with that." Like,
Well,
he
Mike's
said,
actually a
"Okay."
pretty copacetic fella, as long as you're not some kind of degenerate savage like Booster or something. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, he doesn't
if
like
someone
me, I
says that
bet.
Mike doesn't have a sense of humor, and then they
Well, that's fair.
will know from seeing this.
That's fair.
But it's an old man variation of Lone Star. So when I talked to Matt Weldon to draw it, he's like, "I can't pass up that." so, so yeah,
Matt's my boy. He's my best boy.
Is he? Is he? Yeah, I didn't know he was in the movie industry. All right, signed hard copy and print.
Oh.
There you go. Now we got a 2-pack here, which is the ubiquitous 2-pack. Everybody's got to have that, so that's awesome. We have the $50 2-pack in print, so pretty standard little perk thing we have.
yeah, they have two
We
prints
have
in that one.
you have what?
Two
There are
prints in the
two prints in
two-pack.
that one. All right,
yeah.
that's nice. That's nice. We also have the retailer or brick and mortar here, which is nice. And then we have another brick and mortar, and then we have the big
The
boy,
insane
which
brick
is
and
more
mortar.
brick and mortar. So awesome. You get several tiers for the shops there. And yeah, it's pretty standard fare. So this right here would be the featured if we were on Indiegogo, I'm assuming, the 2-pack.
Yeah.
So you're not doing anything other than prints. You're not doing bookmarks. You're not doing T-shirts or little miniatures or nothing like that. You just plain simple, prints,
Right
book.
now, yeah, I want to make sure that everything gets done and we get to the point of basic profit, which is at the funding goal. If we make
Sure.
it to funding, we'll make at least some profit.
Yeah.
If we do that, we'll have another tier that will be up there that'll offer the 11 by 17 print, 11 by 17 version of the print that will be shipped separately, that you can buy on the top of it. And if we make it to 3,000, we'll put out a card for everyone into everyone's package.
Yeah, sure.
So,
You can if the project goes really well, you can always add stretch goals. It's no problem. You can add tiers. Taking away is difficult. Adding is easy. So
yeah.
just play it by ear and see how it goes. Well, it's certainly an interesting looking project. The art is very solid, which is a good thing, and the art is very distinctive. We have this very kind of American anime thing right here. We have this down, which seems to be the main aspect of the book. We have the Sunbreaker thing, which is much more of a Japanese anime look. It's pretty on target for that. And then we have something out of left field here with this Tyrna or the Veil Wars, Tyrna the Veil Wars, which for me is looking a little bit like the Chronicles of Rage, a little bit, and especially with these pages down here in the bottom. It's pretty cool looking, man. It's very cool looking, good stuff. So if you guys are digging on it, definitely go over here and check it out. I'm sure the link has been dropped by one of the moderators, but definitely take a look at the project, see if it's something for you. There's already been 2 people back it during the show here,
Yeah, if you notice, there's a dollar tier, and that was suggested that I just saw on something there. Basically, you can see how I update the project. I don't, because usually that's like blocked out from non-backers. So that was a suggestion that you put a
Yeah.
dollar on there, and they can back for a dollar. It's cheap, and you can see what a creator does in that
Sure,
case.
yeah. See if it grows to something you want. A lot of people do that. So that's an
This has
option as
probably
well.
been asked. This has probably been asked, but what does FPS stand for?
Federal Postal Service is also a reference
okay.
to first person
Frames per second.
Sure,
Frames per
First-person
second.
shooter, I think. Yeah. So all right. So of course you could do that by backing the dollar if you want. Or I think it's a fair looking book anyway. But even if you don't back the project, guys, please share it out. However, because that certainly helps to get more eyes on the project. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much. Let me come back over here to the other side so we can end the show up. But very interesting. Good looking project. Some interesting news. Unfortunately, we had a couple of people pass away, but those are as it is. So let me come down the line here, and I'm going to let everyone kind of give their closing comments, and then I'll end with Flit and Dragon. And Dragon, because you're the guest today, you're going to have to namaste us out. Are you ready for that?
No.
All right, well, get ready. You got a little bit. Booster, say something.
What? Oh yeah, I
That was
stream
good enough.
now.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm still going. You can find Booster
Sure.
Kiwi, and you should talk to him at Booster Kiwi, and he stream. You threw me off, you dickhead. And when do I stream again? Fridays, 10 p.m. EST.
Yeah,
Oh, I hate you so much.
thank you. So keep that in mind, guys. That is Friday, PM EST. We have no clue what the number for that is.
10
but-
p.m. EST.
Oh, that is. Thank you. All right. See, I'm helping you out. I got you handled there. Calm your little self down there, boy.
Oh, you're
Chester's the helper.
Oh, you're such a
Helper.
dickhead. Oh, you're such a dickhead.
Oh, Thunder, sir, please rid me of this like Calgon.
Like Calgon. There's not enough Calgon in the world to rid you of that pestilence.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll see you guys Wednesday. The book and all of the books within that book look very good. Check it out if you haven't. But on that, we'll see you Wednesday.
Sweet. All right. Pixel, sir.
Yeah, you can find me online, twitter.com/pixeltrader. I run a little site called Indiecron, which tracks campaigns such as Durkid's campaign here. And we also have a couple campaigns that are ending over the next few days. We've got the Expendables tonight, actually. We have kitties in the background somewhere. And Titan, speaking of kitties, Titan ends in 2 days. So we need to get out there and back that if you haven't. Hardcover book. Yeah, that's amazing looking. It's hardcover. I can't remember how many pages, but I think it's $20 to back it or something like that, or $30 with shipping in the US. Fantastic deal, and Gary does an amazing job. And then also the Canadian Shield. Canadian Shield needs your help. It's going to be ending in about 6 days.
And has it funded yet?
Up. It has not funded yet. It is currently at, let me see real quick here. We've got 1,500. He's only $500 away from hitting this goal. So it's very possible he could do it, but he's going to need a big push here at the end. So if you want to help out Mr. Cross Comics, then absolutely go check out the Canadian Shield. You can find that on indiecron.com.
Yeah, and do keep in mind that backing that project not only helps Rick, one of our members of our community, out, but you also get the ash can from John Dillard, and I'm telling you, that is some of the most epic art we've seen in the community. Now, we all know John's really good. I mean, he's a major pain in the ass, but he's an extremely good artist.
He's so lucky he's a good artist.
Oh
we would not put up with him if he wasn't a good artist.
It's kind of like a diva. Yeah.
Dillard has been previewing these pages, and he's really killing it with this art. This it looks amazing. His ash can.
Yeah, it's ridiculously good.
It's like, oh, he's such a prick, but damn it, he's good.
Yeah. So you definitely go check that out. That's an interesting project right there. But thank you very much, Pixel. And of course, we also have ourselves a Slick Jimmy.
Hello. All right. Well, here's the thing. I do have a comic book that's still out there in demand on Indiegogo. It's late, like over a year. Apologies to all and sundry, to all my backers, to anybody that has an issue. You have a right to. But I just got letterers for both the secondary and the primary story. The secondaries coming together pretty quickly because it was a little easier to do than the primary story. That's what I've been banging my head on the wall for months. But I've got James Reed working on that. He's a professional letterer, and hopefully that will be ready soon, and I can get that out to everybody once I get it to the printer and format it and stuff. But tonight, in about 50 minutes, there's going to be the Cheesecake Challenge is roaring up again to give us some sexy images. If you want to go check that out in a little bit, I will be setting up that stream, and hopefully we'll have some great art put together. You can get a hold of me on Slick Jimmy Love on Twitter and Slick Jimmy Speaks on the YouTubes. That's where I'll have the Cheesecake Challenge. Really appreciate y'all. And one last thing, I want to give a shout out, pimp to my boy Cody Fernandez of Jack Irons, the Steel Cowboy. He's got a lofty goal of $10,000, and he's about quarter of the way there with about 20 some odd days left. You guys go check it out. He's been putting the book out regularly. This is the third episode or third issue. And he is a great writer, and he has beautiful art and a great neo-Western future, like Western style. And that's my pitch tonight.
Yeah, no, and it's a good looking book, actually. It is. Yeah, Jack Irons. Thank you very much, Slick. Right, coming over here to Flit, which is a drunk raven, which sounds terrifying, actually. I think that would probably be a very bad idea. Go ahead, man.
Oh, you can, I stream every Sunday over on DLive, dlive.tv/Flit. I'll probably be working on pages for this Sunbreaker I did last weekend. I'll probably continue to do this. Otherwise, twitter.com/Flit Amaranth if you want to follow me there.
Awesome. All right.
Flit, I don't know why you're worried about being live. You have a great speaking voice.
You do.
You should embrace it. You have good art, and you're funny as shit. So
and you're articulate as well, which is
stop praising him
more than I can say for most of the people around me, mainly Booster.
He bullies me.
Well, dude, you deserve it. Awesome.
Me?
Yes,
I'm lovely.
You are. You are lovely. I do agree with that. You're like
boy.
a soft little mushy pillow. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. But thank you very much for coming on Flit today. And thank you to everybody else as well. We do love doing these shows. Keep in mind, tomorrow is our Zero session with the new campaign that's going to be run by Comic Book Bob. So we got another D&D thing going on. I know that's not for everybody, so but we love it. So if you want to be part of that, come over tomorrow and check it out. But of course, on Wednesday we have Fan Speak at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is always a lot of fun. And we're going to end the show today with Dragon giving us his last little bit of pitch, and he's got to namaste us the hell out of here, man. So
words of wisdom.
Go ahead, brother.
Well, you can find me on Twitter at Dragon, DURAKKEN, and sometime in the near future I shall start streaming on YouTube again. My channel is the same name. I just recently started posting my colors on Instagram. That'll be up to date soon enough. Same name. And please back my book FPS Agent. Be really appreciated. I'm really bad at this whole selling thing. As far as a namaste, I'll leave you with the words of Freeman Dyson. The laws of nature are constructed in such a way as to make the universe as interesting as possible.
Namaste. That was a pretty good one. I like that one.
I didn't get that.
We know.
You wouldn't.
Yeah. Typical. Anyway, guys, thank you very much, and later.
Aloha.
Fat girls wear teal.
Take care, y'all.
Fat girls wear teal.